Hello everyone, my name is Tim and this is the Warehouse Series. So today I'm going to be talking about another Discord member. They've been sending me pictures. They're only on week 2 of their job and they want some help. They sent me a bunch of pictures, so I'm going to go over these pictures and hopefully I can help this person. That's what makes this channel unique is come over to Discord, and guys, the link's in the description below. No charge to you to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. No charge to you to come over and join Discord. It is literally, if you're a warehouse worker, we are helping each other out. And that's all it is. So today I'm going to be talking about some dry goods pallets that I actually thrown for quite some time. So these pallets look very familiar to me. So I'm going to try to help this person out. I'm actually thinking about going down to dry goods for about 2 to 3 weeks right before our master bid in March. So, you know, I'm doing that just for you guys. It's been a while since I've been down there. I know they reslotted the warehouse, but I might go down there just for a few weeks, stay some overtime so I can get some material for my channel for you guys. So we'll see how that works out, if it works with my schedule, because it's a different time slot, different hours. But before we get to the first picture, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate it. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video, and hit the thumbs up and leave comments in the section below. Let's get to the first picture. So right here, I just want to go over this real quick. You started this off really nice. The only thing I would do different is see how your two like cases, your orange cases, are staggered. I would have took them to my back corner, and that would have been my corner. 2 nice solid cases on my back corner, and I would have dropped the white case right down next to the blue case facing inward. Or I would have just moved that white case up to the front of the pallet and kept it in the middle. Don't build the middle of your pallet. When I say build the middle up, I mean the front middle. So I would never stick a case where you have it right there. I would actually slide it forward, or I would stick it down on the layer that I'm building because it's a bigger case and it looks like it matches up with everything else. If something matches, you know, keep it together. All right, so let's get to the next pick. All right, so right here, you know, you got your canned goods. So I'm going to get right to this. So the front pallet, I drew a bunch of orange lines everywhere. The big rectangle on the back is your block. You blocked it perfectly. I believe that's how it comes off the pallet. That is how I block my canned goods. We call these 303s down at our warehouse. I would stack them the same. Now, my little diagram that I drew on the back where I got 6 canned goods going this way, or I'm sorry, 3 going this way and 6 going that way. That's how I would stack the rest of them. Like I said, I think that's the block that comes off, and I would just alternate it. So if you had a bunch of these same like cans, I would alternate it the opposite way. I always say what works, stick with it. So your back, that big rectangle, your back block right there, that's how you should have started your back pallet. So remember, 3 across. You got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going down the side of your pallet facing the inside, and then 6 block the back with the 2 in the middle. That's how I build this all the time. You know, so anytime you get a bunch of these same like cases, that's how you want to stack your block. So let's get to the next pick. All right, so in this picture right here, I just want to go right to the back pallet there. I got 2 yellow dots, 2 green dots. 2 cases are higher than the other. You want to switch them around. So that light green arrow, bring the 2 green dots on the outside of the pallet and put the 2 yellow dots on the inside. You always want to keep your corners higher than the inside and keep the like cases together. When I say keep them together side by side, not going this way, because you're just going to give yourself a problem, because the outside of your pallet is lower than the inside. And it looks like on the far side, you got evaporated milk or cranberry sauce or the long flat cases. And it looks like you're hanging off your pallet a little bit. So maybe I would have went 3 facing this way, and possibly I would have stacked those 2 cases on the far end, the evaporated milk, cranberry sauce. I would have stacked them on top of each other and faced them towards the back of your pallet, or yeah, going long ways too. Keep everything on the pallet. If it's hanging off, it doesn't go there. That's just, I always say that, you know, if you're hanging off the side of the pallet, it's not going to fit. You need to put it somewhere else. So keep your high cases together, keep your low cases together, and make sure you're turning cases and stack those long cases together. Evaporated milk, unless you have 4 of them, you know, put 4 of them 2 by 2. Let's go to the front pallet. I got 2 yellow squares and I got a green square. They are for the dots in the back. So I would have took your 2 yellow dots and I would have stacked them right on top of them side by side, facing the middle of the pallet, because you have a higher corner. And then where the green square is, it's a little lower. So I would have took my 2 high cases and put them on the lower thing. You get what I'm talking about now. So you got a high corner and a low inside. Now you're going to alternate and put low, small cases here and high cases here. I bet you come pretty even. You're going to be pretty level there. If not, you're going to have just a hair of a lip. So try that next time. You have that high corner, low inside, alternate the cases, put 2 low cases there, those 2 yellow dot cases there and the 2 green cases right next to there. And I bet you're real close to being level. And try stacking your all your cans on the front pallet up to about waist high and learn what's coming up in the order as a second base and see if you can use your back pallet for a different item. But keeping the canned goods together, I think, is going to help you. All right, so I'm going to try to take a stab at this front pallet. These orders are very hard to throw. All the same crap that's on your front of your pallet right there, we have in the same aisle as our warehouse. And believe me, they were not easy to build. You have to call them stack, and you have to group like cases together. And you can tie them when you possibly can. Sometimes you can never tie in with these orders because every case is a different size. They're very hard to do. So I'm going to show you a diagram. Like I said, I took a stab at this. Very hard to do, but let's take a look at that diagram. All right, so this is what I came up with. All right, so you had your thing there. I tried to look at your pallet and see what was going on there. So like I said, so what I like to do with these is I like to keep the Gatorade stacked on top of each other unless I got a full layer. If I got a full layer of Gatorade, then I will full layer the pallet. I will have 1 full Gatorade layer on the bottom of the pallet, but you never know if you do unless you're throwing 8 of something, 6 of something. But if I'm just getting 1 or 2 Gatorade in each slot, I'm stacking them straight up. So I got my 2 blue Gatorades that you had on the bottom side by side. I'm putting them on top of each other. And then you got your Gatorades on the back that you did, were already there, and they look great. That's how I would do it. So if I had 6 Gatorades on this back where the red cases are, I would go 2, 4, 6 right there. I would have them that height. And that way you're coming close to equaling the Clamato and the Juicy Juices that look like that too. The white G times 2 is just another Gatorade I forgot to throw in there. The 2 brown cases that were on top of your pallet, I don't know if they're broth or not. I just took a stab at what they were. I have them on the corner up there. It doesn't matter. I have a white arrow next to it. You could have moved your Gatorade up there and then moved those 2 brown cases back where I have the white square at. So play around with your pallet. Keep like cases together, stack them. It tends to be a lot easier when you're stacking these cases together up and down. So I could have put times 2 on the other 2 Gatorades. That's how I would do it. The 2 Clamatos that I got off to the side here, just picture going right over on top of the other 2 Clamatos, tying them in. That's how I would have done it. And you did do that on the front corner of your pallet. The high C's or whatever they were, the little Juicy Juices, the little blue and yellow boxes that you had on the back, I like stacking them in the middle straight up. I would have put all 3 of them straight up the middle of my pallet, and that's how I would have stacked this. I hope this diagram makes sense. I can't physically do this unless I go down to the other warehouse. So if I do that, then I will be doing as much picture taking as I possibly can when I'm down there. But I hope this helps. Keep the light cases together, stack them straight up, and group them together. And I think you're going to have a better time. So let's say on the back red corner, we have 6 Gatorade, all right, 2, 2, and 2. And now, I don't know if you have 2 liters in that aisle too. We have 2 liters. I would stack the 2 liters right on top of that, or I would stack it on top of the Clamato. If you have them together, and you have a big gap between the Gatorade and the Clamato, whatever it's called on the back, I would separate them out, even space that. So whenever you put the 2 liters or whatever on top, that you're not going to get too much overhang into a gap. That's how you eliminate gaps too. You want to evenly space things out on your base. On your first layer is very important. Sometimes when you get up the pallet, it's a little bit harder to do. But I hope this works. I hope this diagram helps. That's as much as I could possibly do with it. Any more questions, you could private message me in Discord or wherever you want to do, and I will try to help you out some more. And real quick, the last, this looks like it's the same order. It's your finished product. Honestly, the front of your pallet looks really good. I think you did a good job at building this from the front. I don't know how the back turned out, but even that bottom section, it did turn out pretty good. So you could either keep it this way if you feel like that worked for you, or you could try it my way by keeping like items stacked on top of each other, the Gatorades, and if you're stacking the Clamato or Juicy Juices on top of each other, just when you go to the other way. You want to tie those ones in because they're a little awkward. And if you stack those too high straight up, they are going to rock. So If you do stack them too straight up, put something else real snug to it that's going to hold it in place. So that's it for today. These are some of the pictures you sent me. I really appreciate it. You know, send me some more. If you feel this was not enough, send me some more pictures and I will try to help you out as much as possible. Everybody else, send me pictures and I will do a private video just for you. Not private, but you know what I mean, like a catered, you know, video just for you. So I'll see you guys next time. I hope everybody has a wonderful day.